What's up, guys? Welcome back. So the time has come to make some changes with the car. That's changing the power plant that's in it, adding a power adder, and chassis stuff. I plan on going pretty damn fast, or I at least want to. And with how much money it costs to get the small block Chevy stuff to do that, I just can't afford to do that. So we're gonna pull the motor out, stick a LS in it. Start with a 5.3, learn the 5.3 stuff a little bit, you know, in case I blow it up immediately. We're gonna stick a turbo on it. I already bought the turbo. It's a 85 millimeter VS Racing turbo, and I'll show, it's like packed away. So I'll show you that in probably a later video, or maybe later in this video. I don't know. I already got the 5.3. I bought a short block, put piston rings in it, put some ARP rod bolts in it as well. And I'm selling the small block Chevy. So if anyone's interested, comment or message me on Instagram if you want the motor, and I'll give you some information about that. So let's get that out. I'm gonna change it out. I'm still using that motor.
Yeah, what's he kind of like cigarette?
Don't like cigarette.
Oh, I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't like smoking my weed. Ew.
I'll let you circulate all the water. We're clear of the distributor. Damn it, breather, would you quit shining in my damn eyes? This is a sight I ain't seen in a long time. All right, well, as you saw, I have a little bit, pulled the motor out. Car up on the blocks. It's ready to be torn apart. So I'm also cutting the front end off, putting a tubular front end on it. Well, I'm not going to. I'm gonna have Jack Fabrication do all that. We're also gonna be adding an 850 cage into this car as well. Like I said, I got the turbo for it. I got in that box right there. That is most of the engine stuff. That box is pistons, but I'm not going to be using those. And that's the cam. So for the most part, I kind of got quite a bit of the stuff to get it done. I do still need to get the exhaust and stuff for Jack to make the actual turbo kit itself. Seats out of this thing. We got to pull the dash out of this thing. Leave the steering column in it. Take the wiring out of it. Take center console out. I'm going to leave probably the shifter and stuff in. Got to take my gear out. That's got to come out. All the carpet, all the interior side pieces and everything has got to come out. Also, I never addressed this. I hope you guys are able to see this. So this is a ratchet strap. That is where it's hooked to, is my latch. Well, my rear hatch. That is where the latch is supposed to be. Right there is the latch. On race week, that thing exploded and it wouldn't latch. So for majority of race week, the hatch was ratchet strapped down. So I'll also have to fix that or find a way to keep that down when I am transporting it to Jack. Ouch. We're gonna get the necessities done first. Get the cage in it, get the tube front on it, get the turbo kit made, and then From there, it's putting a new fuel tank in it, get the fuel pump, running plumbing lines, plumbing water, transmission, oil, fuel, all that shit. And then it comes to wiring. And I'll be running a Holly Terminator on this. So I'll be redoing the entire body harness again. I just didn't like the way I did it the first time. And I didn't want to use the one that I have now because there's just a lot to it. I'm going to get more of like a race harness that makes more sense for what it holds and can control, basically. So I'll redo that. I'll clean up the firewall, paint the whole engine bay and everything like that. Really make this thing, you know, look decent. I've been talking way too much. I'm sure you guys have skipped through most of this. So let's just get to pulling stuff apart.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I got a little carried away, forgot to film. This thing is just about ready to go to jack. Carpet's out, wiring harness is out. This is the e-brake that doesn't work because I don't have factory brakes. So I'm gonna cut this out before I send it to them. Shifter's gonna stay in it because transmission's gonna stay in it. I still had a thing here that was for the HVAC, so I took that out. All the insulation's out. Well, obviously the whole wiring harness, there's a couple of things I left on the steering column just in case the new wiring harness doesn't come with it. I'm gonna obviously put the steering wheel back on. Speakers, gonna stay in it because street car, even though I don't have a radio. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And in the engine bay, realistically, all I have left to do is pull the overflow out, pull the radiator off, pull some of this off, transcooler, get transcooler lines taken out, and then I'm going to loop the cooler lines to themselves so I'm not leaking trans fluid all over his garage. Get a couple of these wires up and out of the way for him, and that's pretty much it. Literally less than 2 whole days, like a day and a half ago, this was a running and driving car competing in an event. And now the only thing that's in this car right now is a transmission, a drive shaft, a rear end, some suspensions stuff, and a radiator. Carpet, I am going to be putting the carpet back in the car. I'm going to actually really clean this up. Once the car is done, gone, I'll clean this carpet up, clean the rear carpet up as well, and then kind of do some dash stuff, clean some of that up. But you probably saw that center console, there's a crossbar that adds strength so it doesn't, do this all over the place. That's broke, so I'm going to see what I can do to fix that. With these cars, they got the torque arms. And if you get a big torque arm, like a big beefy one, sometimes they make contact. So, that is how much contact has been made with the tunnel. It don't look very good because I hammered the shit out of this thing to get it to clear. Now, some people are going to call me stupid for that, and you're probably right, but it's nothing irreversible. I can get Rock Solid Motorsports literally makes a kit that you cut this part out and you put a new kit in, and it gives you so much clearance for the torque arm so it's not making contact with the body of the car. So I might go ahead and buy that and have Jack put that in as well. Yeah, guys, it's crazy how long it takes to put a car together, build it, get it on the road, and how fast it goes just to take it apart to almost a bare roller. So, I apologize about how much talking is in my videos. I just like to talk, even though I am really shy. But, we're gonna be doing some cool shit with this thing. And I hope I hope a lot of you are excited for this build. I'm super excited. As you can tell, the whole fucking thing's apart. I am really excited to get this stuff done. I cannot wait to see this car with the cage, the tube front, and the turbo kit, because I think you guys are going to be pretty excited with the way I'm going to have the turbo in. So anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you think. If you think I'm stupid for taking apart a competitive 12.0 car, if you think it's badass that I said fuck this competitive 12.0 stuff, I'm gonna go do some turbo shit, or tell me your favorite color. I don't fucking know. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe.